In the Name of the King, A Dungeon Siege Tale is a movie based upon a video game, but very loosely. You won't recognize almost anything of it here, other than some of the look of the film and perhaps some of the character names. But you don't even have to think of it in that term. It really is kind of a Lord of the Rings, medieval fantasy type ripoff. Has a lot of elements you'll see from it, including things like Krugs, which are clearly orcs. At least they look like it. The director is known to be one of the worst working today, somewhat jokingly, but he actually has made some very entertaining bad films, or at least amusingly bad films. This was unfortunately, should have been better, but it was what I expected, just even more boring. It was very slow, very drawn out. Every scene could have been cut in half, at least by a third. The director is basically given a pretty good budget and a pretty good cast, which actually worked against him from his usual low-budget fare. This cast is very strange. You have some very impressive actors in this. You've got, Jason Statham stars in it. You have Lily Sobieski, John Rhys Davies, who was in Lord of the Rings as Gimli and Raiders of the Lost Ark many years ago. You have Ray Liotta as the evil wizard, which is surprising, but not as surprising as seeing Burt Reynolds as the king. Yes, the medieval-type king in a fantasy movie, not a role I ever expected him to play. The script is really bad, just does not deserve actors of this caliber. The sets and the effects and such, you can tell there's a budget behind it. At least one special effect was extremely good, so good they must have known it because they showed it 4 or 5 times. Most of the effects were just okay. Battles, very badly edited, very boring, unfortunately. The director loves his helicopter shots, stuck them in inexplicably in various places just because I guess he could. There are several shots of the film that just seem to be edited and thrown in there that just absolutely worthless, kind of more confusing than adding anything to the story. This movie has a very strange cast, not as strange as Blood Rain, to be honest, but not strange enough to make you want to see it necessarily, but it is an interesting cast. The movie in itself, just not interesting. It's already escaping me. I'm forgetting it already. Basically, the video game from 4 or 5 years ago was more interesting to watch, much less, to play, which was actually pretty fun. I just can't recommend this movie really at all.